Hey guys, so this week is really turning out to be quite the Chanel week. So yesterday I did my top 5 Tuesdays with my top 5 favorite Chanel products. That was a collaboration with the Glam Dr. Mona Khan. Today I'm going to be talking about the smaller collection that was just released on Chanel.com, and it is the Pierres de Lumiere Collection, I believe. Please correct me down below. You guys always do. Thank you very much. But this is in collaboration with my very good friend and fellow YouTuber, Jill Crist. I've mentioned her a number of times on my channel. She covers a lot of the same products that I cover. She has a different skin tone and different concerns than I do. So I love watching her videos to get her take on things. And that's how I stumbled across her videos, because I was searching for, Chantecaille and Chanel and other things. And she covers all of that. She also is, I think I can say this with confidence. I think she is the most well-spoken YouTuber out there. She knows exactly how to describe a product. She knows exactly how to describe her feelings about a product. She never ever gets caught up in her words. She just speaks so eloquently. She's just a total pleasure to watch. So I highly recommend her channel. I'll leave a link to her channel down below in my description box. So we started messaging on Instagram about this collection, and it turns out that I purchased just some of the more neutral, warmer color tone products in this line, and she purchased everything. So I thought, well, wouldn't it be great if I could direct my viewers over to a channel that kind of covered everything while I only have a few certain pieces. So I'm going to be covering a more neutral, warm look with some of the newer pieces, and Jill is going to be doing more of a cooler pink purpley tone look from this collection, because that's how this collection seems to be a little bit split up, at least when it comes to the eyeshadow quads. So definitely check out her video, definitely check out her channel, let her know that I sent you over there. And I also want to mention, I'm sure this is in the title somewhere, but this is a first impressions. I have not played with these things. I don't know much about this line. I haven't seen any other videos on YouTube with these pieces. So you're really going to see my first impressions on these pieces. I am really, really excited to dig into these pieces. So let me show you what I got. The first thing, and I think this is what I'm most excited for, but this is the Tweed blush, and this is in color 140 Tweed Beige. Isn't that just beautiful? I love these Tweed blushes just because they're just such a beautiful, beautiful product in the pan. They so perfectly represent Tweed. They did such a good job. I just think it's amazing. I'm actually thinking about getting a backup to keep untouched so that I can continuously admire this Tweed print on there, but I know that's nuts. So anyway, that is the Tweed blush. And then I also purchased the white Opal highlighting powder. Now, when I purchased this was really just out of curiosity. This is a very cool toned highlighter, and I don't know how well that's going to go with this warmer tone look of mine. But I know Jill is going to be using this, and she, again, is going to be doing more of a cooler pinky purple tone look. So I have a feeling this is going to go much better with her look, but we're going to go ahead and put it on, see how it looks with my skin tone, see how it looks with the warmer toned products in this line. And here is the eyeshadow quad that I got. So this is the warmer one. This is color number 314, and I'm not going to even attempt the name. It's number 314. And I am so curious about this quad because I think these 3 colors here are new formulas. So these look like satin formulas, but they don't look like that old baked, dusty, glittery formula that I don't like. And then this one is a matte. So I'm excited to give this a shot. Oh, and then of course there's an Ombre Premier that came out as well. This is in color 844, Gemme Doree. And you guys know how much I love these Ombre Premiers. Ooh, this is pretty. We may have to compare this to some of the other Ombre Premiers I have in my collection because it looks a little bit similar, but we'll do that a little bit later on. And then I also purchased 2 things, not part of this line, one thing kind of new, and then one thing that my friend who works at Chanel mentioned they are probably going to be taking out of the line. It's this beautiful waterproof eyeliner. It's a color number 928. Eros. It's this beautiful kind of metallic red eyeliner. So we'll see if this works with the eyeshadow. I'm thinking probably not, but I just wanted to show you guys this. And then I also picked up another Rouge Coco Flash. You guys know I picked up 3 of them before, but they came out with 30 new colors, 27 of which are kind of just straight up colors, and then 3 of them are top coats. And I never noticed it on their site. Like they're actually like two different products. So I think I'm definitely going to want to put this on just to see what it looks like. We can always wipe it off if it does not look quite right with the rest of the look. So that's what I got. Let's go ahead and start applying some of this stuff. So I have on my foundation, concealer, and powder. I was just about to put bronzer on and I thought, let's not, and just go straight in with this Tweed blush because I want you guys to be able to see the color on my cheek without anything else there. And because this is so nude, I feel like maybe this could double as a bronzer blush thing, but we're gonna treat it as a blush for the moment. So I'm gonna use my Sonia G Cheek Pro brush. I'm gonna go right into this pan, which is kind of painful for me because it's so beautiful. And that gold that you see in there, that is overspray. Yeah, that is overspray. There's quite a bit of it though, and I feel like it's gonna be around for at least, you know, like 6 to 8 applications. So I'm gonna put this right onto my cheekbone here. That's pretty. Woo. Wow, I picked up a lot more than I thought. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Now, I definitely think this is a blush and not a bronzer. It's a little bit, for me, a little bit too peachy to use as a bronzer, but I think if you apply it low enough, you kind of don't need bronzer. I feel like this product could kind of act as both, if that makes sense. That gold sheen that you see, I have a feeling that won't be there once the overspray is gone. So if that's kind of a turnoff for you, that won't be there. I'm pretty sure. Well, I am definitely not disappointed in this blush. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful blush. It's neutral. There's a little bit of brightness, like compared to my Golden Sun. There's just a teensy bit of brightness. You can see kind of how like desaturated the Golden Sun is. This has a little bit more brightness to it, a little bit more peachiness to it. Just perfect for the spring. Blend it in beautifully. Has the perfect amount of pigmentation. Oh, I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy when products like live up to your expectations. It's so nice. It's so nice when that happens. Let's go in with this highlighter. I'm a little bit not scared, but sure that this is not going to look quite right with the rest of this look, but I do want to see just what this looks like on the skin. I have a couple of these highlighting powders from Chanel. I have 1 and 2. I think they came out with another one. I wasn't that impressed, I think, with one of the colors, but I didn't mind the one that was warmer. There was one that's like kind of cool and I didn't like it. It just looked really powdery and kind of chunky, but hopefully this is a different situation. But let's give this a shot. Wow, there's a definite pink shift there. And the parts that are kind of hitting my blush and the gold, that actually looks really pretty. It actually turns it kind of peach. Do you see that? Ooh, that's nice. And then I definitely want to put it on a spot on my face that doesn't have this blush on underneath, so we can get like a truer sense of this highlight. Sorry, I just had to move my chair back a little because if I sit too forward, I have like sun rays coming in. So I'm just going to sit back a little bit. But let's go ahead and apply some of this actually to like my forehead. I just want to see how pink it is without that blush underneath. I just don't think it looks that smooth by itself though. Again, I think I'm having that same problem I had with the other highlighting powders. But I think it's great on top of something else. By itself, I think there's not enough to it. So I'm going to take my Sonia G Sculpt 2 brush. Oh yeah. That is a very, very pink glow. And I think you need a brush that is kind of dense, something that's really going to work it in, really buff it. I think if you use a lighter fan brush, one that just kind of places the product on the skin, it's not going to look right. It's going to look a little bit just powdery, like it's literally just sitting on top of your skin. I really like it over this blush. Isn't that surprising? I really thought it was going to clash because the blush is so peachy and on the warmer side. But I think that looks really nice. Like it just added a little bit of pink right there. All right, and now we're down to the eyeshadows. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this best. Okay, I'm gonna use the Ombre Premier on one of my eyes. And then I'm going to use the powder shadow on both of my eyes, and then you'll be able to see this on its own, and you'll be able to see it also over like a cream shadow, because I do think it's going to make a little bit of a difference. It usually does. So let me go ahead and take out my favorite cream eyeshadow brush, which is the Sonia G Worker 2 brush, and I'm going to go right into this Ombre Premier. So there is the Ombre Premier shadow on my lid. It's a very like icy kind of gold. There's definitely a little bit of yellow in there, but I feel like it reflects like a little bit of a cooler kind of like white gold. It's really pretty. And just like the other Ombre Premier shadows, it goes on nicely. I think it blends out beautifully. I think it spreads nicely for like a cream shadow. Really easy to work. I really love these shadows for just like a one shadow look. If you just want to throw one color on and then some eyeliner and mascara, I think they're great. So there is the Gemme Doree on one eye, and I'll stop there, but I hope you guys get a good enough sense of this shade. I almost forgot. I wanted to compare this new Gemme Doree 844 Ombre Premier with a few in my collection, actually 2 in my collection. So here's some swatches of them side by side. On the left, we have the new Gemme Doree in 844. And then right next to it, we have the Convoy Tease number 90. And then all the way on the right, we have the Rose Lame. So the Gemme Doree is actually the warmest. In my mind, I thought Convoy Tease was going to be warmer for some reason, but the Convoy Tease is definitely cooler and icier than the Gemme Doree. And then the Rose Lame, you can see, has a little bit of peachiness in there. So those are some comparison swatches of the Gemme Doree. Oh God, the sun is moving. Let me move forward again. Oh God. All right, I'm going to take my Isom G34 brush. I'm going to go into this matte like bone color here. And I'm going to put that all over the lid. I'm not going to do that on this side since I already have this Ombre Premier down. I feel like that wouldn't make much sense. So I'm putting the shade like all over from lash to brow. Then I'm going to take my Worker 1 brush and I'm going to go into this pretty peach shade. And I'm going to add this to like the center of my lid. That is very light. There it is on the center of my lid. That's like 2 good layers. That's pretty light. I wonder if it's just the tone of it that's like very similar to my skin tone. Let me put a little bit more on. It's definitely starting to build up, but that's 3 layers of that eyeshadow. This is the color again, if you need a little refresher. There's that color. Let me see what that looks like over the Ombre Premier. Not making much impact there. I think you can maybe see a little bit of that peach on the center of my lids, both of my eyes. I think it does look better over that Ombre Premier shade though. It seems to be standing out a little bit more. But this is a very, very faint color. In the pan, it looks like it's gonna be a little bit brighter than what I'm seeing on my lid. So that's 4 layers on my left eye, and I have 2 layers of that peach shade over the Ombre Premier over here. I definitely like it over the Ombre Premier more, but it's definitely not as bright as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like a really nice, like peachy satin shade, and it's a little bit more subtle than that. All right, I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to go into this darker brown satin shade right next to the peach one, and I'm going to apply this to the outer corners of my lids. That one's nice. So this is over the Ombre Premier. I really like putting that Ombre Premier down, this color, this Gemme Doree down. It almost looks like there's like a backlight to these shadows. It's actually really pretty. So there's the brown without the Ombre Premier underneath. All right, and now I'm going to take my Sonia G Pencil Pro brush. I'm going to go into this light satin shade, and I'm going to put it on the inner portion of my lid and the inner corner here. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice for an inner corner. I like the brightness with that. I'm just going to take a flat shader brush and go into that light satin shade again. I just want to add a little bit of pop to like the inner portion of the lid, not just the inner corner. Oh, I like that shade. It really kind of has like a wet effect to it that the other two don't have, probably because of how light the shade is, but that's pretty. So there is the number 314 in action. I really like it over the Ombre Premier a lot more. I think there's a lot more impact. You don't have to layer that peach shadow too much. I think if you're looking for a super highly pigmented quad, this is not going to be the one for you. You could see how subtle it is. But if you like a subtle kind of watercolor look to your eyeshadow, I think you'll achieve it with this quad. I think it's really pretty. I think you just have to build up that peach a little bit. I went in, what, like 4 layers of the peach? And I think finally I got it to a shade that I like, a noticeable kind of peachy shade. But yeah, I can definitely see if some people are going to be disappointed in this quad, it's definitely going to be because they're not getting the impact that they assumed they would get with this quad by looking at it. All right, I'm wondering if I should use this red eyeliner. I think it's brown enough that I can. I say we go for it. Let's go for it. I'm going to start on the waterline, and I think if maybe it looks too red, I'll switch at that point, but let's try it. Is red in the waterline like a huge mistake? Am I giving myself like pink eye? Well, it's actually a much brighter red than I thought. All right, let me just add it to this waterline, and then we'll move to a different color. Definitely adds a little something to my eyes. This is going to look great with that matte quad that I love from Chanel, the Candeur et Experience. I feel like such an idiot when I try and say that, but I think this eyeliner would look really good with that one. All right, I pulled out Electric Brown of the Stilo Ombre et Contour. This is another product I mentioned in my Top 5 Tuesdays video yesterday, but I really, really love this. So I'm going to line on the outside on my actual lower lid, and then I'm going to tight line just the outer half of my upper lid and a little bit on my lid here. I'm actually going to take my pencil 2 brush and go into the dark brown shade in here, and I want to see if I can work this into the liner and get a nice metallic sheen. All right, eyeshadow and eyeliner are done. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, apply some Chanel waterproof mascara on. I have it in the color Brun. All right, mascara is applied. I am excited to play with this Rouge Coco Flash. Again, I have the color Deepness 204, and I'm really liking these new Coco Flash formula. It's a little bit different from the Rouge Coco Shine, and this line is replacing the Rouge Coco Shine. And I find the pigment to be more consistent. It's not as streaky, and it's even more comfortable on the lips. The Rouge Coco Shine were very comfortable. These just feel even more moisturizing. They're really, really lovely. So there is Deepness all by itself, and it's exactly what I had hoped for. It reminds me of the Surratt Beauty Lip Luster in Ton, which is a lip gloss that looks like it's black in the tube, but when you put it on, it has this grayish purpley tone to it. So all it really does is kind of like bring down the warmth of any color underneath, and I like that. When my lips look a little bit too red, I don't like that. I don't like that. As much as I love this Rouge Coco Flash, I don't think it goes with the rest of my look. So I'm going to take this off and find a peachier, kind of warmer toned lip product. All right, I decided to throw on the Tom Ford Lip Lacquer Luxe Vinyl Finish in Insinuate. These Lip Lacquer Luxes are starting to really, really grow on me. I really like them, but now I'm kind of like always reaching for them. And I'm liking this Insinuate more than I thought I would. But anyway, sorry, I digress. We're here to talk about Chanel. So just to give you a quick recap of what I like and what I didn't like. So love the Tweed blush. I think it's an incredibly beautiful neutral colored blush with just a hint of peach to give you that little bit of like spring warmth to your cheeks. Really, really beautiful. The highlight is very interesting. I thought it looked really great over the blush, even though it's really pinky. I thought it was gonna kind of clash with the blush, but I think it actually works really beautifully together. And then just on my forehead here, it has like a really pretty pink opalescent kind of shift to it. I don't know if this is something I'm going to wear on my own, but I will say just as a general statement, I don't think the formula of this, now I can't find it. I don't think the formula of this highlighter is their best. Like I love, as I mentioned in yesterday's Top 5 Tuesdays video, I love their like line highlighters. Some of their special edition highlighters are really beautiful. They have that Beige Gelée formula. They look like you know, just pure like wetness and smoothness on the skin. These highlighting powders, they're just a little bit more powdery. So I feel like they don't look quite as smooth. So I think, again, it's a great kind of complement to something else, but kind of on its own, I don't know if I'm that impressed with them. The eyeshadow quad, I think, is very pretty. I think it's very, very subtle. And I think if you were expecting something highly pigmented, like this shade right here, I think is going to disappoint you. I feel like this is probably the color that your eye gravitated towards, and you're going to want that to pop a little bit. Now, I do feel like it showed up much better over the Ombre Premier, and maybe if you wanted to wet your brush or something, you could probably get it to pop a little bit more. But the soft effect here, I think, is really nice for every day, or if you're just looking for a shadow to wear to the office or, you know, daytime, just nothing too crazy, and you just want like a really polished look. I think this is really pretty. The Ombre Premier is beautiful. It's a beautiful gold color, and I like that the metallic sheen to it is a little bit cooler. It's a little bit like a white gold, so it's really, really nice. Goes on really smoothly. I think this makes for a great one shadow look. Really gorgeous. But that's it for me and the pieces that I purchased from Chanel.com. And if you are interested in checking out all the other pieces that were available, which again is a cooler toned eyeshadow quad, there's a cooler toned Ombre Premier, which I think will look much better with this cooler toned highlighter, definitely go on over to Jill's YouTube channel. Again, it's linked down below in my description box. Don't miss out, and you'll just want to put her video on and like sit back and listen to her. She is like a storyteller of makeup. I absolutely love her. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in my next video.